Good morning, welcome back, and for those of you that are new here, thanks for joining us. Today is day 23 that we are camping inside the truck bed camper. We're staying at this like hip camp site, so you'll have to check last week's video to see us checking in there. But today is basically an exploratory day here in Asheville, North Carolina. We are in downtown. And Lou found basically like a self-guided urban trail. So we're gonna be on the website and just looking for all the different places to stop and to read about or hear about, because there's little videos, and explore. I think it's a total of 1.5 miles, something of that sort. But we will check in with you and share things that we feel are cool or interesting as we go along. Our first stop was actually Summit Coffee. I'll insert a clip here. The coffee was okay. We wanted to try a different coffee place than yesterday. And in my opinion, it was more so like a sour coffee. I wouldn't even say bitter. Like almost if it had gone bad. I don't know. Neither one of us liked it. We had two. We got a dark roast and a light roast, and they were not nothing to brag about. So we'll see you in our next stop. While Luke figures out where number one begins, I wanted to walk over here and show you guys like this fountain pool. Like it rains, it's gorgeous. There's a bunch of rocks in the middle and at the bottom. I think that's what's holding this big bowl up, and it is just gorgeous. Look at that. Okay, while walking through Park Square, I saw this tree with all this fabric hanging off of it. Tell me that's not unique, and it looks so pretty. And this is called Shindrig on the Green. And across the way from this tree, it looks like there's an amphitheater and like these little fountains that come up and down. Let's go take a peek at it. Our little researcher here is going to talk to me about this tree.
Okay. So, this is called the Cup of Me tree. It's an art installation. The strips of cloth on the tree that are hanging. The strips of cloth on the cup of tree in Asheville Park Square Park are meant to represent former ways of thinking, habits, and traumas. And, excuse me, the cups dangling from the cloth. The cups dangling from the cloth represent the knowledge and wisdom gained from those experiences that others can drink in.
Okay. So take in my wisdom, my experience, and learn from it. I love it. It's really pretty. Okay, we thought that this third destination on the walking tour was interesting to share. So Lou's going to talk a little bit about it. Let me give you guys a little clip here.
This is station 3. It's called Stepping Out. It's called Stepping Out. And this is the urban trail in Asheville. It says a top hat, cane, and gloves cast in bronze recall the theaters and the Grand Opera House that once flourished along Peyton Avenue, making this hilltop street the center of commerce and culture and a stopover for actress Sarah Bernhardt. The last to close, the Imperial, was demolished in 1980. So this entire street had opera houses and movie theaters, and it was kind of like the place to be, the place to hang out and have fun. And this is where people would get super dressed up and like come out to the theater, come out to see a movie, you know, in their Sunday's best.
Yeah. So we are stopping at this Middle Eastern restaurant for lunch. Lou is in line to order. It's called Baba Nam. So I'm going with the crispy falafels over a hummus bowl, and Lou is going with meatballs over a Lebanese platter. So we'll see. We love this food. Lou is, I think, 1/8, if I'm not mistaken, Lebanese. Lebanese, Cuban, Mexican is basically her background, whereas I'm just like all Cuban. Parents, grandparents, great-grandparents. So looking forward to this. It sounds like it's going to be flavor packed. All right, so there is Lou's bowl.
It's a Tabrizi style.
And there is my hummus bowl.
Yours is a crispy baba falafel.
Yeah, over hummus. And then yours is the meatballs over a Lebanese platter.
Mine is a Tabrizi style meatball.
All right, bon appetit.
Thank you.
Okay, it's time to judge us. I give you permission to judge us. So we stopped into this coffee shop because, of course, after lunch you need to have some coffee and maybe even a little dessert. And we saw that there was this New Orleans coffee house here. So went in there to get some beignets, which would be a perfect sweet, and coffee. However, here's where the judging begins. We didn't get a chicory coffee, which I was this close to getting it. Decided to just go with an espresso. So Lou and I, let me bend down because there's no little tables out here. We're sitting inside of the Arcade Hotel or Arcade Grove. We each got an espresso and then the beignets. I'm going to turn the camera around to show it to you because it's inside of a paper bag. Let's take a peek. Oh yeah, we are going to have quite the sugar rush. This is someone looking into the bag. So this beautiful building that I was just taking a couple of snapshots of is actually the vision of E.W. Grove. And what's sad is that he actually passed 2 years before it was completed. In 1927, he passed in a building, the Battery Park Hotel, that's basically across the street. And this building was completed in 1929. It was the largest building, not just here in downtown, but in this region. And the federal government actually took it over in an effort to win World War II, just because of its, safe and remote location. And they gave everyone in here, which was like 74 shops and 127 offices, literally 1 month notice to vacate. So this building was actually restored back in 2002. Yeah, now it's back to being a beloved landmark of Asheville, North Carolina, and I can totally see why. It's an amazing building. It's incredible in here. This is stop number 5, and we think it's totally interesting to share with you guys. These leaves up here, they're medicinal leaves. And then this young lady over here is Elizabeth Blackwell. You'll see the, I guess the medical kind of sculpture. She is actually the first woman that has gotten her medical license in the entire United States. She was born in England, I believe it said, right? And her father had a sugarcane farm in Cuba. Who would have thought? When her father passed, her mom and her came to New York, and she moved her way here to Asheville, and she ended up applying to several medical schools. And the Geneva Medical College put it to the students to decide whether they would accept her or not. And they decided to accept her, but basically as a joke. They thought that it would be kind of funny, that she would pass out and, drop out and not be able to handle the pressure. And not only did she graduated top of her class. So that is awesome woman power right there. Anything else that you can think of that I missed?
She started the first women's medical school in New York.
She did.
And she also started with her sister, who followed in her footsteps, became a doctor also. They had a women's clinic in New York as well.
That is so cool. So yeah, this is totally worthy of coming and sharing with you guys. And it's a really pretty bench. Okay, next stop. I'm not sure it's the last stop, because even though we're full, we still need to have a brewery before we go back to our campsite.
Yeah, it's a must.
Yeah, we have to go to a brewery. We already did 2 coffee places. Both were bummers. Yeah. We're at the, what is it called? River Walk? Riverside?
River Arts District.
River Arts District. And I would compare this to Wynwood in Miami.
And on a bigger scale.
Yeah, like every single wall is full of graffiti. It's going to be hard to decide what to share.
Well, this is the wall project
Okay.
of the River Arts District. This is not the entire River Arts District. This is the wall project area.
Okay, so be sure to look up the wall project area in the Riverside District. River Art District. I don't know why I keep saying Riverside. So coming up next is just some music and B-roll. So enjoy all the art. She gets tired of walking and asks to be carried, but that's the thing. She wants to be carried. She doesn't want to sit inside the book bag, so she starts fighting to get out.
She's clipped.
I think it's because she's hot in there, and I totally get it because I'm totally, like, my back is hot too. It is what it is. Nobody wants to carry her right now. It's hot, all this walking.
She's clipped in there. Maybe she'll understand if she can't get out.
Yeah.
So relax.
She did good with the stroller when we did our Southwestern trip.
She's trying to grab me. Oh,
maybe it's time to invest in a stroller again because she did really well in the stroller. Let's see. So we went into High Wire Brewing and we didn't record in there. Well, I recorded in there, but I didn't talk in there because the music was loud. But I kept the papers of what it is that we ordered. We got 2 flights, not 1. Crazy. So just briefly a little overview on what we got, our opinions. So the first one was all darks. So the spiced sour brown, yay or nay?
I liked. It was different. It tasted like an apple cider that may have gone bad.
I did not like it at all. So I took 1 sip and left it for Lou. Okay, so the second one we got was Bed of Nails Brown. Yay or nay?
It was uneventful.
I actually like that one a lot. It wasn't like bitter. It was just something drinkable you can sit down and enjoy. So that was a yay for me. The third one was the Sir Charles Imperial Stout.
Typically Imperial Stout.
Right? It was like a typical milk stout.
Not a milk stout, but it was typically Imperial Stout.
It was good. It was good. It wasn't wow. It was a typical stout.
Yeah, it wasn't a wow. It did have the thickness and the bitterness and the chocolatey, like dark chocolate things. It had all those things, but it wasn't a wow.
So then the last dark one was a chocolate macaroon stout. And I loved it. I thought it was sweet. It was really good. Lou?
It was okay. It didn't want me.
Yeah, no. And then, unlike us, we decided to get a flight of light beers. So then the first one on this one is called a Koji Ale. And I would compare it to like a Pilsner, right? It's pretty light, very refreshing.
It was very good. To me, it was like a light grapefruit juice.
Yeah, it did have some notes of grapefruit without the bitterness though, because I don't like grapefruit juice. The second one is called Apple Wow. Wow. An Imperial Golden Ale.
And they had no wow.
I think that's the first one that we both agreed that we did not like.
Yeah.
We didn't like it. The third one was their Oktoberfest, and I don't think I can pronounce it. Zirkenfest? Oktoberfest Marzen. It was okay.
No, it was an A for me.
It was an A for you. It was okay for me. I compared it to like, it's a Corona, and if I add some lime to it, it's going to be good.
I don't even think it's...
No, it was okay. The last one, the Lemon Meringue Blonde.
Ooh.
It wasn't so good.
It was horrible.
It smelled amazing, but yeah. We actually didn't even finish it. We didn't finish it.
I would never order something that was a beer that would be lemon meringue. To me, that would be like, oh, wait a second, headache, I don't understand. I can't process those two, so I would never order something like that.
Yeah.
They're just very adventurous.
I am.
So it was as awful as it sounds. Like, lemon meringue should not be in beer.
Okay, so we just had to turn on the camera because we've driven through here twice already. It's called Tunnel Road, and we absolutely love this tunnel. Here we go. Woo! Oh, I am so sorry for our windshield being so dirty. I see it now with the lights reflecting from outside. Oh my gosh. That's so pretty. We love tunnels. And then there was lights. So this is a salad mix that Lou picked inside of Walmart. It sounds really good. It is broccoli, green cabbage, kale, Brussels sprouts, pepitas, radicchio, cranberries, and poppy seed dressing. On our way to Walmart, we did spot a Goodwill. So Lou is in there shopping. I told her I was gonna wait in the truck. I am not a big drinker, so when I drink, I'm out for the count usually, and I feel really tired. So right now I'm just looking forward to get back to camp. I'm going back there into the truck bed camper and calling it a night. So hopefully she finds something good. I told her not to rush. I'll just hang out and look through Instagram. I'll put our link down below. Basically, eat, sleep, RV, repeat. Until she's ready to come back out. See you guys at camp. Hey guys, it is the day after. Wanted to peek in here and give you a sneak peek of some of the property. We got back last night and just basically hit the sack. Lou went inside. I think she was chit-chatting with the host and using the facilities. And I just started watching Netflix. And 3 episodes in, I just hit the sack and crashed. So we are breaking down right now to get ready and get out of here. This is the driver's side. She has this little walkway going up into her yard, and I think she rents like a little studio apartment in the back of her home too. Really beautiful back there. Garden and plants and herbs and picnic tables. Really cute. But we are heading out today. We hope you enjoyed our time here in Asheville, North Carolina. We are now going to start making our way over to Athens, Georgia. It's going to be 167 miles. We're going to be staying at a Boondockers Welcome. Interesting part is that it's not a home, it's a business. I would have thought it would have been like a Harvest Host, but it's a business, and they allow a maximum, I think, of 3 nights, if I remember correctly, maybe 5, I don't remember, but we will be there 3 nights in Athens, Georgia. And it's called Jittery Joe's. It's a coffee roaster. Couldn't have been more perfect for us. So we'll see you next week, arriving at Jittery Joe's and exploring Athens. If you enjoyed our time here in Asheville, please give us a big thumbs up. We'd love to interact with you down below in the comments. And as always, if you have not subscribed yet, we hope you choose to hit that subscribe button. because there's a lot of adventures to come. Today is now going to be day 24 that we're going to be at Jittery Joe's camping in the truck camper while it was breaking down. See you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.